Go live.
Why can I not hear the... Oh, we got to mute our mics too. I can't hear the video at all. Oh, because I'm not listening. Or I can't hear it on... at all. You know how normally we got to turn our headphones off because the video's playing?
What's muted?
Nothing.
Then is it playing on the live stream?
That's a good question.
Larry says we can hear him.
Oh, so I should probably mute the microphones, huh?
Yeah, they all should be muted.
Welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventures podcast. Rideshare infotainment for the new driver, old driver, and everyone in between. Welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventures podcast. Rideshare infotainment for the new driver, old driver, and everyone in between. Welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventures podcast. Rideshare infotainment for the new driver, old driver, and everyone in between. Welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventures podcast. Rideshare infotainment for the new driver, old driver, and everyone in between. Welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventures podcast. Rideshare infotainment for the new driver, old driver, and everyone in between. Welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventures podcast. Rideshare infotainment for the new driver, old driver, and everyone in between. Welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventures podcast. Rideshare infotainment for the new driver, old driver, and everyone in between.
Hello? Oh.
Welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventures podcast. Rideshare infotainment for the new driver, old driver, and everyone in between. Welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventures podcast. Rideshare infotainment for the new driver, old driver, and everyone in between. Welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventures podcast. Rideshare infotainment for the new driver, old driver, and everyone in between.
Oh my God. Hi, guys. Welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventure Technical Snafu Podcast.
This is the first episode of
The GR Rideshare Adventure Podcast. This is episode 1. Jiminy Cricket. Is anyone out there? Can you hear us? I don't even know if anyone can hear us. I'm not saying anything until somebody confirms. Well, I don't care about your lag, Sam. All right, guys. So welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventure Podcast. We had an interview set up with Steve from Uber and Lyft, UberLyftDrivers.com. Unfortunately, we had huge technical issues, and we can't connect with him and do the podcast for some reason. I don't know. But we're going to have him back in 2 weeks. Sam, watch your mouth. So this podcast is sponsored by Carstar. Damn it. Yeah, Carstar Impact of Cascade. Usually I do it the other way around. Carstar Impact of Cascade. Jesper's losing it. Ben and I are having a meltdown. Jesper's on his phone texting his girlfriend in California.
Hey now.
Okay, back to the ad. It's sponsored by Carstar Impact of Cascade, located at 5566 36th Street in Grand Rapids. Telephone number 954-9200. 9200. Steve is the manager there, and he will take good care of you. It's been a fun campaign. He has given us some feedback, and some of you have gone out there and got his services. So we appreciate that. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the middle of the podcast. I feel so bad for Steve. Hopefully Ben's trying to repair it right now. So it's Jesper, Ben, and me. Jesper did not drive. Oh, I lied. He did drive.
Little bit.
And Ben is not driving. This is...
My car needs to be fixed.
I think this was month 2.
No,
Oh,
6 weeks.
oh,
6 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks since I've driven. I think we've done 3 podcasts since you haven't driven.
Hey, Ben, just real quick. I don't see it live on YouTube.
It's live on YouTube.
It is?
Yep. Refresh your page.
I did.
It's live with 4 viewers.
Yep. Good job. So,
Oh, fine.
oh, I thought you were gonna drop. Usually, you drop the F-bomb when you're like, ah.
I didn't. No. I said fine.
So
yeah, I went. I drove.
He drove one Friday in the last 2 weeks. I didn't drive. I was flexing 2 weekends ago. Flexing.
That was my joke. Okay, you can't
Hey,
use my joke.
I was going to say it before you stole it from me. But yeah, so I'm sorry. It might take me a little bit to get settled in here. I'm a little scattered. I feel super bad for Steve. Him and I talked for an hour last night at Skype. Did I test it through XSplit? No, of course not, because it worked before. Why wouldn't it work this time? So thank you guys for tuning in. We got our favorites that are online always, Sam and Larry. I mean, you're all our favorites, but the regulars. So again, Jesper drove Friday night, just super slow.
Real quick first, guys, please go ahead and share this in your local markets.
We did 0 sharing. I feel like we need to do that
So
currently.
But also to our current people who are watching, go ahead and share it to your local markets as well.
Yeah.
And then a few people know about it, but we do have and we'll talk about it a little bit later, but we do have a group on Telegram, and we have...
What's Telegram, Jesper?
Telegram is an app that we use to tag and chat in and connect in when we are driving or when we're not driving, or as my wife and my kids says, all the time. It's kind of always on the phone, and I think we have 35 people in our national group now. All the way from Hawaii.
Yeah,
we have obviously Larry. We have
we added Annie, but she doesn't talk. She talked like the first couple times, and then she saw how much chatter was in there. She's like, oh, I can't keep up with these guys. And then Aaron also.
Yep.
Aaron, I don't.
And again, the biggest reason, as we talk about this,
I think it's Wisner, isn't it? I think they said Wisner, and that was wrong. But anyway, sorry.
So for the people in there as well, also in there, go ahead and share it in your local markets. It really does help us a lot.
Yeah, it does.
To get more, get this show more broadly presented out on all the markets. So,
Christopher from Lansdale, Pennsylvania.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Welcome. Whew.
What a start.
I am stressed to the max. Stressed to the max. I'm starting to calm down. I shouldn't be drinking a mean bean.
That's okay.
I asked if anyone had any pot earlier before he went live, but no one did. So.
And again, Steve, if you're listening in, we are sorry that this didn't work out, but we'll connect with you again.
Yeah.
So go ahead. I interrupted you, Jason.
Yeah, no. So check out the Telegram group. All the links in that we talk about, the newsletter. We don't have July's done yet, but June's is still in there. And then the Telegram group is actually in the description for your Facebook peeps in the description of the post. So I'll have all our links in there. Please also download the audio podcast. It's really helpful for us if we want to sell our services to like another sponsor when we can show them the numbers and they're like, yay, wow, you guys have good numbers. So I noticed now too that there's top fans. Sam's a top fan on our page.
Yeah.
Hey-o.
So is Pete.
All right. Hey, Vaughn. And
Not sure why Larry's not.
yeah, I know. He must have got bumped down. Okay, so before we get into this, our news, let's talk about Carstar a little bit. Hopefully they re-up for us in the next couple months, so this will be the last spot for them. We are giving away, Carstar is giving away a cleaning kit, like wash bucket, tire cleaner, wash mitt, all that stuff. If you're in the local market, and if you're not, a gift card to an auto parts store of their choosing if you're not in market. So go ahead and comment on the live stream, hashtag Carstar. We'll, next half hour, get back in and remind you to do that. So, but yeah, Carstar is great. They have, they're really pushing their detail. Steve's got a bay open for that. He also has a bay open for any rideshare, anyone that really needs to get in a pinch and get an estimate done. He can try to get you in that day or the next day for an estimate to get you fixed and back on the road.
The biggest thing, he understands that you guys are using your vehicles to make your money, and every time that you're not having a vehicle available to you, you're losing money. And so that's key, and he will help you get back on the road as fast as possible.
Yeah. So they're located right near the airport on 5566 36th Street, Southeast NGR, 954-9200. Ask for Steve. Please, if you do have any body work or anything, I had a piece of trim fall off. So did Jesper. Although you fixed yours.
I fixed it myself.
Oh, come on. Why did you go to Steve?
Because
Because you probably fixed it.
I decided
because it was a non-insurance item.
Yeah. It was
Jamie Lynn's on?
some driver, some passenger ripped it off, and I didn't even realize it. I would have reported it.
My trim was kind of loose. But that's what happened to mine. I think it was my last ride because I had to rip it off the rest of the way. But I think a woman had some high heels, and she just caught it in there. And I didn't hear it go clunk, but I started driving away. I hear.
Well, you reported it, right? You could have reported it.
No, I wouldn't have done.
You could.
Well, it was already loose.
Well, you could have gotten your repair fee.
I'm not going to do that. It's my fault that I didn't get it fixed before it completely came off.
Okay.
But it's been like it's a long piece. It goes from the front tire to the back. But anyways.
So wait, the entire length of your vehicle?
Pretty much.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you trying to be sarcastic?
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't work. Okay. So, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Patreon.
Yes. Oh, I'm super excited for this, and hopefully the technical flaw won't happen. What's the matter?
Sam, I'm not a scammer. What the heck?
So Patreon.
We're done, Sam.
Please take a look at that. If you look in the description, the link is in there. We just launched that about a week ago. It has a little video in there to kind of explain what it's about, but we've got some great new features. It's the $5 features. What a dumbass. The $5 tier gets you just, I will tip you in the app. That's what it's called. That's just because you love the free content that we provide. And the $10 tier gets you a t-shirt or a merch after the second month. And we are going to start an gig economy podcast once a month. And that's going to be basically, we're going to pick a topic Amazon, Flex, Grubhub, or whatever to talk about in that podcast, and you only can get that through the Patreon. So I know a lot of people do a lot of other stuff. This is basically just rideshare stuff. We do, briefly talk about gig economy stuff, but sign up for the Patreon. We'd really appreciate it. It helps support us. Kind of pays for some of the expenses. We'd greatly appreciate that.
So real quick too, Vaughn from YouTube is saying he was bummed he couldn't make it to the picnic. He hope it went well. We'll talk a little bit about it later, but it went
let's
really
talk about
well.
it now.
Well, we can.
Yeah,
but
I
thought we had other things to talk about.
Well, we do, but let's get through our minutia first before we jump into the rideshare, because we were hoping for some pictures. But
So it was a super hot day, and we do have some pictures later. They are going to be on the website. I was experiencing technical difficulties with those as well earlier.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's just the weather.
It's the day.
It's just too hot.
If you guys could have been in here 15 minutes before this started,
And
I was losing my mind.
Guys from down south, we don't want to hear about it. Okay?
Yeah.
Up here, 88 degrees is hot.
And let's face it, I was talking to my boss today. I said we should have bottled some of that polar vortex, and then when we started complaining about the heat, you could open it up just for a little burp, and then you'd be like, okay, never mind, I'm cool. I like the heat. You can keep your polar vortex.
So, anyways, it went well. We had a nice turnout. I think we were about 50 people.
Yeah, I mean,
Roughly.
with our families, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So hopefully next year we'll do it again, and
Yep.
yeah, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I think we had a good time, and
But more people, definitely. But it was fun.
yeah, we definitely like more
Absolutely.
people.
It was interesting. We saw some people come in from Kalamazoo and a gentleman
Yeah.
come in from Lansing. So
Yeah,
and of
Tom
course-
from Lansing
And Kentucky.
well, yeah. I mean,
There's
Larry's expected to
Larry-
come now. It's not even. It's implied that Larry's going to come.
So
Who is the guy from Kalamazoo?
Ramon.
Ramon.
Yep.
Good
exactly.
memory,
Yep,
Ben.
yep. So
Nice.
I work in sales. I need to know names.
it was just all around good to kind of help build the community. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we gained a couple of people in the the Telegram chat, which that also is in the description. Please join that. There's usually someone on there that can talk to you if you're bored.
Yes.
Mostly John from the hours of 9 p to 7 a. He's a third shifter. So
John always on.
all
Okay.
right, let's get into rideshare in the news. Again, Steve, I'm super sorry that happened. I apologize. I should have been better and should have checked that, but I didn't. So first up, this is kind of a funny one, and I'm sure y'all see this, but a drunk man uses an Uber to save a baby bird, to rescue an injured baby bird. So my favorite thing, not my favorite thing, my most frustrating thing is I'm on part of this Facebook group, this local Facebook group in Hudsonville, Jenison, Granville, whatever. There's about 20,000 people in there, and 2 or 3 times a day, it's, I found a baby bird. What should I do with it? It's injured. I say just step on his neck. No, it sounds mean, but I mean, there's a billion birds. I mean, it's not somebody's pet. Like, the thing's probably suffering. All these resources are going in to save a bird. I mean,
But step on its neck,
I mean,
Jason, come on.
Seriously, that's a little brutal.
okay, you want to hear something even worse? You ready? At least a couple times a year, I run over baby bunnies with my machine, and sometimes they're still alive, and sometimes I just, step on their neck because they're gonna die.
What? Yeah.
I want them.
What
not
is
to
this?
Just back up again.
I thought this was a rideshare podcast.
No, it is, but I'm not trying to be mean. It's just, I just want to put it out of its misery. I'm a hunter, so I don't want the animal to suffer. So, anyways, this guy was drunk, and they received a call. Looks like wild rehab in northern Utah from a man who had too many alcoholic drinks, but discovered a baby lesser goldfinch struggling on the ground. The picture is, I'm sure you saw it, but we'll be able to. They had a fundraiser for it. Sorry, I just missed that. They raised $285.
Right.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, they the Uber driver drove it to the center. And Petey, they named him, was thin and dehydrated when he arrived. He says the bird should be released into the Utah wilderness in a few weeks. I mean, okay. It's just funny. I mean, have you guys ever transported anything other than passengers?
I mean, I've had service animals.
No, but I mean, like I swear once a week in the Grand Rapids group, I see somebody say, my best passenger, and it's like a AC Delco part or something like that. I've never
Or documents.
or documents or
stuff,
something like
yeah.
that. I wonder why that doesn't get used more often. You would think it
I had the
would.
briefcase from
Did it
what's
have money in it?
No, from never mind.
Oh,
I
did
was-
you ripcord?
I was hoping for a joke. It didn't work.
Oh
I
man,
get-
you just
Tonight
ripcorded.
is not very good.
I know what is going on.
Yeah.
Let's just end it now. Good night. No.
I can't talk at all.
Yeah. So apparently, you
Samantha.
got something playing in the background. Yes. Don't shake your head. It was last time. I'm hearing the live stream.
I heard it too.
Thank you.
From where?
A phone.
Nothing.
That computer.
I'll mute the computer.
Yeah. Are the headphones plugged into it?
Yeah.
dang.
Headphones are plugged into the computer.
Right, but it's coming out of the headphones.
Oh, okay.
Do you hear it now, Jesper?
Nope.
All right. Jeez, Louise.
We need some AC in our basement.
What's up?
Samantha says we need AC in the
The
basement.
AC's running. You probably feel it right now, right?
I do. It
It's
feels
toast-
wonderful.
It's toasty.
Nice.
All right, Jesper, let's talk about this. Jesper's going to talk about this, but we're both going to talk about it. But there was a bug sending drivers to their destinations and to the riders' destinations instead of the
Right.
pickups.
So I don't think that it happened in our local market. At least I didn't hear anybody talk
I think
about
Pete.
it.
It
I
did.
think, yeah, I think Pete had
Did
it
Pete
happen.
have one? Okay,
Yeah.
There were
I
a couple
missed that
people
one.
on Telegram that were
Okay.
talking about
Okay,
it.
Yeah.
well, so I missed that one. But obviously, as you said, it was sending the people sending the driver to the destination address and not reporting where they were going to be picking up. So obviously off. I have had that happen a couple of times to me over the couple of years. But obviously has
A drunk
been-
rider.
Right, exactly. The passenger.
I
they
hate
put
that.
The wrong address
I hate
in,
that.
right?
I find out how far away I am from them, and I'm like, sorry, I'm canceling. I'm not driving across the city.
I had one once exactly, and there was it was an XL, and same thing. I called her, and I'd been waiting at her address for probably a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I called her, and she's like, "No, we are like in like 25 minutes away." It's like, "No, you got to cancel it."
Yeah.
So I got my cancellation money and I moved on. But it's like, yeah, obviously in those situations, it's them putting in the wrong address. So, but I've never had it happen where it was like this.
So coincidentally,
Yep.
yeah, there we go. I got it.
There we go.
That day that happened, Facebook and Instagram were having trouble with their servers.
Yeah,
Do you
Facebook was not loading pictures.
Yeah, I think the person could see them, but the people that were quote unquote.
Not always.
No, okay.
It was very sporadic.
Because but I saw people that would comment about it, and I'm like, I can't see your picture. I'm not sure what you're seeing, but I wonder if that had something to do with it.
I think somebody, plugged the computer in wrong.
Kind of like trying to put Skype on, in a live
Yep.
stream that we've done before.
It worked before.
Yeah.
Oh, so Pete is saying that both Pete and Chris was experiencing that day. So okay, I missed that then from the app. So
Can't believe Sam said that we look sweaty. I do look a little glossy.
Only you.
I know. I actually took a
But
shower.
you're just generally good looking, man.
Oh, wow. It's getting sexy up in
Man.
here.
Hey, I didn't say that.
What kind of podcast is this?
Okay.
So during basically the article said Uber blah blah blah, something happened. They didn't give a reason why, but I think it was
Right.
corrected within a couple of days.
Yep.
But it wasn't everybody. It was just kind of random.
Yep.
But
But I think the cool thing that kind of in the article was an Uber spokesperson actually said they confirmed to the Business Insider that the issue was affecting rides and there was a result of a service interruption. So they actually did speak out and say, yes, this is a real thing.
well, at least for that.
Well, sure.
Wouldn't you be going nuts like third ride of the day or something? You're like, what in the hell is going on? Why do I keep?
Right.
Why is this happening?
Yep.
At that point, it's time to take a break. So.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, and we've talked about this a ton, but do you know if your driver is insured?
I think that was just clickbait, to be honest.
Yeah, you think so?
I mean, news stations make their money from advertisements, so if they get a lot of people clicking on these stories, they're going to get the money.
That's so true, because what was it? Was it last podcast we talked about one just because the title was clickbaity, and then you went in.
Yeah.
What was that about? I can't remember, but I think the first item on our list was me bitching about this being a clickbait. Yeah, because if you put Uber or Lyft in the story, it's going to get
And insurance, because insurance is a hot topic always.
right. So
Right.
it, this talks about this guy had switched off his Lyft app before going into the gas station, and then was an accident. When he called, they denied his claim, saying never informed him of the rideshare activities. And I think all of us, when we initially started, didn't announce that we were doing rideshare, because we all probably would have been dropped.
Right.
But now there's an opportunity to almost all the carriers provide that rideshare gap insurance, or whatever you call it, the endorsement. And there shouldn't be any reason for that. We'll post. This was interesting. It says the rideshare guy, in the most recent survey of 1,100 drivers, find that majority of drivers did not have rideshare insurance. Now,
Right.
I don't know. Did I see the date on this? Yeah, see, this is how they... October 17, 2018. Why was this popping up?
Because they were just posting it again.
You're right. They
Clickbaity.
regenerated it. But it brings up a good point.
Right.
The rideshare endorsement is relatively cheap.
If you don't have it, get it.
Yeah.
It's pretty basic.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it's going to save your butt, and then you know that your insurance is okay with it, so you're not going to.
Right.
It actually is quite affordable, honestly. I mean, why
Yeah.
wouldn't you?
I
You all
think
right over there?
No, yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm paying $14 a month. something
Oh,
like that.
that's it. Maybe mine's lower. I think mine's. I don't know. I should probably look up on that. But so we had a podcast where we sat down. Geez, probably a year ago.
I think so. Yeah. It's been
with
a while.
with Farmers Insurance. Actually, my agent came into the studio here to talk about it, and I will copy and paste that and put it in the chat, even though some people can't see it. But it's a good podcast. It gets a little heady, but it's good to listen to and see the importance of getting insurance and getting that extra insurance. Did that post right or not? Oh yeah. So click on that link, download it, listen to it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll refer you to Jeffrey because I don't know. All I know is I have it and I'm covered. So
Jamie Lynn says that it's working very well for her, or over $28,000 in medical paid out so far from endorsement that cost her $11 per month.
oh wow.
But she was in an accident too, right?
Yeah,
So-
I wonder if she's still dealing with medical issues from that.
Yeah. At some point, it could be interesting to have you on again, Jamie, and talk some more about the after effects.
Right.
So
You said so.
no, I was
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, next up is a kind of a funny picture. This is from MJ Herman. I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm going to let Jesper read it.
I'm just going to go with it could be true.
No, I could see
yeah.
I could see myself doing this.
But it could also just be somebody with an overactive imagination and
No.
an overactive
No.
bowel.
Not even overactive. I can see myself doing this,
See
but
myself.
I wouldn't post it on Facebook. Go ahead.
Oh.
Read it for our audio
Do we
people.
want to talk about your bottle you have in your car?
Well, we can talk about it.
All right. It's on the screen.
Oh yeah. It kind of looks like this. Read it, Jesper.
Full and not full. Okay, so I have an issue.
This is what my pee looks like.
Oh, gosh.
It's
Okay.
just that kind of night.
I just have to say real quick, Chris Bruinsma from Threads is watching, and he's harassing me.
Really? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor? Can you turn your mic up a little bit, your gain? Thanks. He's harassing you. Why is he on here? How did he see it?
I don't know.
I
That
don't-
was a Mickey Mouse like me.
Hey, I don't know who Chris is. Okay. But maybe I should listen to that Threads thing you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you should.
Yeah, I don't. It's boring.
Threads Podcast, Life Unfiltered, threadspodcast.com.
Okay, so you got.
All right, are we going to go to the story now?
No. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Here we go.
I'm gonna read. Okay.
You gonna read?
So I have an issue. I was out driving tonight and I messed up really bad. I had this strange feeling in my gut, so I pushed. I thought it was just gonna be a fart, but turns out it was more than a fart. Now I have a mess. I lost my picture.
Yeah, I know. I was reading
Would
it.
you like me to?
We were reading it on the live stream.
I just dropped the passenger off that I had in the car when it happened, but now I don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do?
You post
Has
on
this-
Facebook, of
Has
course.
this ever happened to anyone else? Any advice would be appreciated. Thank you. So here's the thing. I think you did it in just the right order, right? You drop the passenger off, then you take a picture of it, put it on Facebook, talk about it, and then you go clean yourself up.
No, you.
Because if you're not on Facebook, it didn't happen.
No, you forgot one step. You wipe it on the seat and then get a claim from Uber for $50 cleaning fee.
No, you don't.
Oh.
That's fraud.
That's
right?
too far?
That's fraud. We can't do fraud.
I know. I'm just teasing.
But no, when you go to your
Hey,
nearest
we got to
Shell-
make money. You got to make money. So
Go to your nearest Shell station and clean up.
Yes.
That's
Go to Johnny's. He will help you clean
well,
up.
The lady's nice though at night. She might help you. Anyways,
Yeah, that Shell's third shift is pretty
yeah,
nice.
they
so.
they got it down. On a serious note, though, if you do have to use some restrooms, Shell station on Michigan and
If you're in Grand
Fuller-
Rapids,
in the Grand
for
Rapids,
the
yeah.
people that aren't in Grand Rapids,
In
Good
general,
luck.
they have some awesome bathrooms. So, anyways, so that's for the night. And no, Samantha, you should not post for a cleaning fee. So get off.
see, she's thinking like I am.
No, but that's fraud, guys.
Well,
That's-
we're just joking. For goodness, crap.
literally
exactly.
crap.
Crap.
Yeah, literally crap.
I got to stop kicking the camera. I just
Yeah,
made
I
it
saw it
bounce.
about 3 times. That's all right.
So,
It's
but
closer tonight.
You got bare legs.
On a more serious note, though.
Okay, we're getting serious?
Whether this is actually true or not,
Is this a serious podcast?
I don't know. It could be.
Okay.
If you want a serious podcast, check out threadspodcast.com. Threads Podcast, Life Unfiltered. Go ahead on a serious note.
Okay. What I want to know is, would any of you guys go out driving if you felt like you had fun feelings in your gut?
That's a double snort tonight.
No, but-
you got me. That's not what I expected you to say. Fun feelings in your gut?
Well, that's what he's saying. He was
Like
feeling
rumble
something
tumbly.
fun in the. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? So
I mean, I wouldn't.
no, stay home, right?
Yeah.
It's not. It's yeah.
Take
Yeah,
some
but-
Pepto-Bismol. I mean, if you need the money,
But hashtag rideshare, bro. I mean, hashtag Uber Lyft life. You got to get out there and get that cheddar.
Yeah, I know. But
And then the one comment that was funny on that picture said, Missy Week said, don't push. Yeah, don't push.
yeah.
Why is it all men gamble and lose all the time, but you never hear women do it? Maybe because
Well,
it's
Gabe doesn't. He doesn't lose when he gambles. Gabe wins when he gambles.
well, when he literally gambles, he wins for
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Jesper.
I've never been to a casino.
Really?
Sorry.
That's against
That's
the-
really not what's next up. But
No, but
I
that
thought
was
I'd throw that in
interesting.
there.
Do you want to go to Wayland? You should go with Gabe. Do not go with me.
Right?
You'll lose everything.
So this is about the grannies that is running in running shoes delivers ramen for Uber Eats in Japan, right?
Yep.
So it's a big story, and whether or not the Uber is actually it's legal for them to use vehicles. We were talking about that back and forth. I think it's interesting that the seniors are using this as an aspect, as a way to get out, get some exercise,
Yeah.
and get social and make some money at the same time. So the whole point of the story is, in Japan, Uber is being used by seniors to make a little extra money, but they're out there running. They're not using any of this, cars or whatnot. So any transportation.
Yeah, apparently in Japan, they you can't ride share. There's no ride share, or Uber can't. Where did I read that?
There is rideshare, but not Uber, right?
No, it says Uber technology strategy for Japan, where ride sharing is banned in Japan. That's what it says. It's unique as the country itself. So basically, there's no ride sharing in Japan. I thought our Japan stats were a little low. I was really worried about that. That was funny. Our stats.
I know.
I wasn't sure if you were being serious or not. I'm trying to be kind and graceful because you've had a rough night.
Ben just deadpanned me like,
It's a rough
this
night
real?
tonight.
is this real life?
Or is this a joke?
It's a rough night tonight.
But no, I think that's a great idea. I mean, it should.
I was seriously thinking about our stats in Japan to try to figure out if that was a joke or if that was real.
No, that was a total joke. I don't think we have any stats in
Oh,
Japan.
well, in that case, that was a good one, Jason.
Oh, man. This is a joke that went way too far. But no, it's good for elderly people to be active anyways.
Yep.
Keep your body moving and leave it to Uber to market on that.
Right.
That's why I feel like they're going to be more successful in the long haul, than Lyft. They just have so much diversity. It's a race to. I was talking to Steve last night, and he's like, was it Steve that said it? I don't know. I listened to a couple of rideshare podcasts, but it's a race to whoever gets the autonomous car first. I mean,
Well, that was in an article earlier.
oh, was it that I read? Okay.
And I mean, this particular article was stating that, as you said, they all know that the rideshare industry as it is today is not going to last because they are really. It's the article about people being treated so bad. That person, the Reddit. I think that's coming up soon. Anyways, and the whole point was that this person was stating that primarily Uber, but also Lyft, in a sense, they don't care at all about the drivers, they at all, and they're basically gonna burn through us, and at some point nobody wants to drive for them, and then their only chance of making money is by autonomous cars.
Okay.
But
At least it shows we both read the article.
well, yeah,
Right?
I mean,
Winner.
but it's still, I don't see it happening within the next 5-10 years.
No, I don't either.
They're bringing an autonomous car to Grand Rapids.
Well, but that's one car.
But here's the thing.
I mean, it's coming, though.
If they do come, who's going to own them? We're going to own them, right? You can't imagine Uber is going to have a fleet of autonomous cars, or is Ford going to own them? Or is Chevy going to
I
own
think
them?
Ford's going to lease them out to Uber
You think?
en masse. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they can do it. What about the maintenance? Like that's where Uber makes out bank on us, is not just the low rates, but it's the maintenance on it. Like they don't pay any of that. They have no overhead costs when it comes to the vehicle. They're not going to go buy 50,000 autonomous
cars.
Gyros.
But look at it this way: if they do, they get to keep the whole fare themselves.
True.
They don't have to pay anybody.
True, but they don't have. Where are they going to come up with that kind of money?
They have it.
They have
$7
it.
billion.
All
The
right, I hate you
investors
guys.
have
I mean,
made that clear.
I just don't see Uber. I mean, their whole business is based on having us foot the bill. I just can't see them turning around and be like, okay, see ya.
oh, they don't care about us at all.
Well, I know it's not about caring. I'm just saying it. I don't personally feel that's financially.
Let's talk about the
responsible.
other side of it that nobody has ever mentioned. Okay, there's two parties to the rideshare driving. There's the passenger and there's the driver.
Right.
So here's the thing: if it's an autonomous car, are they going to have the same is it going to be as popular? Because I have a ton of people getting in my car. They like to talk. They like the conversation. They like.
But do you think they're like that because that's what the normal world is? But once you take that out of there and people get used to it, they probably would like it. I think.
I don't know. I think it's a part of the industry right now, and I don't know.
Well, here's the
It
problem.
probably doesn't matter enough. But
No, but here's that brings up a good point. I don't know if I'm sitting in an autonomous car. I think I'm too old to be like, I want to drive the rest of my life. I mean, okay, I'm not going to lie. Driving north on vacation would be nice not to have to drive where I could just be on my phone for 3 hours. But
oh, hey, here's an idea. You can talk to your wife.
Or that too.
You're not on your phone as you drive?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I try to avoid that. But
Only Telegram.
right. But yeah, I think it's going to be hard for the older generation, just like how hard it is to get older people now to use a computer. I think it's going to be kind of the same thing. We're going to be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to drive. I don't trust this. I don't know. I would not want to jump into the back of a car and be like, yeah, cool, take me there. And no one's in the freaking seat.
Well, but we all know it's way more. I mean, it's way safer.
You say it is.
Well, it is.
I think it's safer. I think in 10 years it'll be safer. I don't think it's safe enough right now.
And why is it not safer? Because of the mix. Because there's still human drivers as well.
Yeah, but that's not what screwed it up. It's been the programming. I mean, look at Uber. They had to cancel their autonomous program because for a while there because they were overriding safety features on it because they didn't want it to get too sensitive. That's the lady that killed that one lady while she was playing the game or watching TV.
Right.
They had overridden some safety features. So they're still...
But that was the human aspect.
That's true. Good point. That was human involvement.
The human aspect took out the safety features.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Okay.
So, anyways.
Did you just bow to Jesper?
I just bowed to him. He got me. He got me on that one.
And Sam, you're right. He is too old. So
Sam, I'm telling you.
She's on
She needs to
fire
get on
tonight.
here so I can yell at her.
She's on fire tonight. So... But I think we can all we can all agree on that autonomous cars is coming.
Oh yeah,
it's not coming anytime soon. It's not like you guys are going to lose your jobs right now. What's going to happen afterwards? I mean, I think it's a very interesting perspective. I mean, instead of having our own car, are we going to be owning a small fleet of vehicles ourselves as individual rideshare
I would
drivers?
love to do that.
Potentially, right? There's lots of options out there for that, and we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, if tomorrow they came in and said, you know, you can't drive anymore. The only way you can earn money with Uber is you own a car. I think it's going to take out about 90% of the drivers. They're like, well, you can't afford let's say it's $50,000 or something like that.
Right.
And I don't know if I would go out and buy a $50,000 car just to make, you know, you'd have to look at cost benefit. But,
yeah,
man, it's changing, though, man. I just think about what it's going to be like even in like 5 years. I think it's going to be so different.
I think it ties into this whole I mean the gig economy aspect is just changing everything.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that'll be very interesting also to kind of figure out what are we going to talk about in this new podcast coming up, because there's so many aspects to this. There's so many new ways of making money that if you would have mentioned this to people 5 years ago, 15 years ago, they would say, oh, you no, this is never going to happen. Right.
Yeah.
So,
hey, Dustin joined us on YouTube. We're actually doing one of your videos tonight, Dustin. So
stay tuned.
Yeah. Dustin says it's not canceled anymore. Florida just approved them to test here. Yeah, that's bizarre too. Of course, a Florida man. Like every time you hear a weird story, that they, as of July 1st, they are allowing autonomous cars on the road.
sure.
So everyone's moving to Florida now again. But. Dustin, sorry. People need backup plans. Yeah, he said 5 to 10 years there won't be drivers like it. Well, yeah, but that's why we talk about the gig economy. You know, we got Amazon Flex and that think about autonomous for Amazon Flex. You still have to get the package from the car into the house.
Why?
Well,
Why couldn't it?
They have robots that they're designing to do that.
Why couldn't
oh
it?
God, man, we're going down a rabbit hole.
Why couldn't it be a I mean, I understand that there's some boxes that's way bigger, but I think we're gonna in the future we're gonna have mailboxes that are big enough for boxes. So as they drive by, they all the way up to it and they back the mail.
Then it just kind of slides out.
Pushes it into it. Yeah.
That's a pretty intricate system inside a car to do that, though.
Well, sure, but I mean, it's not like it's not possible.
They're already designing robots though that operate like humans.
I've seen the
packages.
I've seen the is it Domino's Pizza that has a little car that drives up? I've seen a video on that.
Yep. But then you have to meet the car outside to get your pizza.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, wow, we do? That's tough. I mean, I want to live a bougie life. And I don't want to have to go outside and
ever again.
Ever again.
Period.
Ever again.
In this
yeah.
heat, man.
Can you take the next picture? I got to send a message real quick.
I can. So, me. Is that the Chewbacca one?
Yeah.
There we go. Do you think Chewbacca has pecs or a trail?
Well, preface what it's about. I guess you don't really have to preface it.
It's a passenger.
Right. So, a passenger. is-
I just
Okay.
derailed him.
Completely. Why don't you take it back?
All right. So this little meme or screen capture here is coming from somebody who rides as a passenger. Do you think Chewbacca has pecs or a trail of tiny teats like a piglet? Uber driver, why did you sit in the front?
I mean, don't people say that all the time? Like, when you sit in the front, like people get weird. You're like, why are you here? Like, you have this whole car. Why? Like, I'm fine with people sitting on the front. There's a lot of people that aren't fine with it. But if you're gonna be weird and like that, just go in the back.
Or maybe it's because I'm weird too. I just don't care. People can sit wherever they want.
But seriously, Chewbacca, piglet teats? I don't know.
Well, I just think the funny
What's
part.
the answer to the question? I want to know.
Yeah, I just think the funny part is like, why did you sit in the front, bro? Like, what are you doing?
That is the worst possible spot for a weird person to sit.
Well, just answer the question.
well, it is
actually-
when you're gonna be weird.
Well, would you rather have a weird person sit next to you in the front seat or a weird person sit directly behind you?
Oh, next to me by far.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Because what if he's gonna
Yeah,
pull
but
out
don't-
a knife?
Well,
I mean, if
gonna
he's
be weird
super
now.
weird.
I mean, it's less likely that's going to happen. It's more going to be some freaking girl trying to stroke your beard. I get that a lot.
That is not what I thought you were going to say.
Oh, man. Sorry.
I
Yeah.
have that problem too. I hate it when they strike my beard.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Dustin, I sent you a Facebook message. He says he's moving into Jersey, Florida. Yeah. That's where people go to die.
He
Old
should move to
people.
Grand Rapids.
Samantha wants weirdos in the back.
Well, I mean, it all
Right behind you, though? So weird.
No, not right behind me. Why? That we're getting off topic here, but that infuriates me.
It
When I
absolutely
pick you up,
does.
I understand I picked you up on this side, so you're gonna come in whatever. It's like a one-way street or something, right?
Yeah.
Slide over.
Right?
Don't be a creeper. What are you doing?
That's what I'm saying. Would you rather have a weird person sit right behind you?
Right.
Or
I guess
right
if-
next to you?
Yeah, I guess if they're gonna be a weirdo, which I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely would rather. I don't know.
Hey, Gabe's here.
It depends on the weirdo.
Right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, depends on the weirdo. Let's see. Oh, Gabe, thanks for coming around finally.
I think we need to acknowledge the fact that we have a giveaway tonight.
Oh yeah, holy crap! We're like 40 minutes in.
We've already said it. Somebody's sent it. Oh, we only have one entry right now.
No. More people have said it. I saw
Really?
like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Do your job.
Couple
Do your job Wednesday.
couple on YouTube too.
Oh.
I saw Jamie. I saw Chris from Pennsylvania. I saw Vaughn.
and Oscar Morales.
Yep. So we're gonna say #Carstar, and we're gonna give that away
We're gonna get
at 10:30. Is that enough time?
we're gonna give Dustin a chance to do it as well.
Yeah, Dustin.
Yeah, Dustin. #Carstar. Come on.
All right. Let's see. Oh, so this is okay. We'll talk about this one. This is about someone that a writer's surprisingly simple trick to stay safe in a lift has gone viral. So, long story short, she got in a car, Uber and Lyft, and then opened the door and reshut it. And she was said, in short, the fiction author said she opened and closed the door right after she entered the vehicle in order to check that there was no child locks in place that could prevent her from making a swift exit if anything could go wrong. She wrote on Twitter, "Me, the Lyft driver. For Tiffany? Him. Yup. Where are we going? Him. Redacted. Blah, blah. Opens and closes the door twice. Looks back at me. Driver does. Were you just checking for child lock? She says, yep. He goes, whoa, that's smart. I'm going to tell my sister to do that. Me gives 5 stars. Okay, sorry. I just had to check with Dustin on something. He had said no. he had said no, not that one. And I want to make sure it was okay. I didn't want to offend him to, you know what I mean? Because I didn't ask if I could use the YouTube video, so I'm sure he gets replays on it. That's all I was making sure. So, yeah, but here's the thing: if the child locks are on, you're already screwed. Like, you know what I mean?
But at least the car isn't driving yet.
No, but I mean, if you get in and try to get out and you say something to the driver, I mean, at that point, I guess checking it, I guess you could say, excuse me, let me out of the car. You know what I mean? Because
Or call 911.
Well, yeah, something like that. Because literally he would have to walk around and open it. There's no way to, if the child locks are on, you can't hit a button from,
Right. Yep.
unless I have an older car and you can do that.
But she could roll down the window and open it from the outside.
Oh, yeah, I'm a dumbass. I didn't even think about that.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. She could have checked it and
Get
then
out.
immediately rolled the window down. What if the windows were locked in the back?
But then,
She's screwed.
yeah.
Yeah. But it is a good tip. I do like that.
Get a phone case with a little hammer in the corner.
Yes. Yeah. It's so sad that we have to think about this kind of safety stuff. Like, what's the next thing that's going to be
Right.
that we're going to have to worry about? So, oh, man, YouTube.
I saw a driver. This was in the national group. A driver tonight was saying that she just started driving, but she was showing off her mace.
A driver?
Like
That's dumb.
Like no, it's that her mace was coming, right, and so now she was gonna use that too, and just kind of for extra security, and how she's she's driven 3 or 4 nights, and she already had a couple of like just nasty people.
Yeah, you don't want to use mace inside of a car. You're going to be smoked too.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
at least if it's your last effort,
Right. I mean, it's yeah, that's true. But thank goodness the percentage of safe rides that happen every day compared to the
right.
yeah. So
Samantha says I'm whispering.
come on,
I don't know. Am I whispering?
I don't think so.
Okay.
he's mumbling.
He's
not.
Danish.
Come
you
on.
know.
He doesn't act tired, but man, on the weekends you should hear the. Oh, Oscar says, doesn't some drivers use the child lock so the PAX doesn't open the door and there's traffic? Well, my car locks automatically after 9 miles an hour. I don't know why it's 9. Maybe it's 10. I don't know. I don't know why I came up with 9. I just pulled that out of somewhere. But now the person can unlock it at any time, but if they tried to do it without doing that, it wouldn't open. I don't know. That would be a little weird. Yeah, but Oscar, then, like Jesper said, they would have to literally roll the window down to get themselves out. That would be creepy.
Well, unless it's he gets out of the car every time and opens it for them.
That still would be creepy. I would report that guy so fast. I'd be like, get me the hell out of this.
He's asking, don't somebody do that? I certainly wouldn't.
No, I have never heard of that, but I do definitely keep my doors locked. I had to get in such a habit as hitting the unlock button because when I go into park, only mine unlocks. I'm sure I can make it so they all unlock. I probably should do that instead of trying to hit the unlock button.
Who's tired tonight?
The hell's a bucket?
A bucking? Well,
So-
let me tell you about my bucking story.
So that's why I like my van so much, because I have the button up on top, and that just automatically opens the
I'll tell you what,
unlocks the doors.
if you want to do rideshare driving right, get a minivan with power doors. I mean,
No kidding.
it's just a game changer. I remember when I drove Megan's Odyssey. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I will never get a car that has the 3 benches. Nope, I will get one in the middle, at least like Ben's Traverse when it does run.
It runs.
Come on, I had to do that.
Yeah.
You can walk into the back. It doesn't have a middle seat in the first row there, and so gosh, it's such a pain in the ass.
And does in my van auto locks as well when you put it in drive. So yep.
I absolutely love my Honda Pilot. I absolutely love everything about it except for rideshare driving and XLs. It almost prevents me not doing XLs because it's just so annoying, especially
Such
in
a
the winter.
hassle.
It's a hassle. You have to get out, move it forward for them, and then every time they get out, I say the latch is on the side of the seat, not the top. I say that every
And
single
they
time.
use the top anyways.
About 50% of the time. So, all right, where are we? I'm lost.
I gotta answer Dustin real quick. I drive a Chrysler Town and Country. 2015 Chrysler Town and Country.
With a ghetto bumper on it. Looks like a
Shut
it
up.
looks like a 2002. The front bumper looks like a
Steve is
2000.
gonna fix it, right?
The front bumper looks like a 2002, but the rest of the car looks like a 15.
And Dustin, you say they can't slam your doors. I've had people really successfully slamming my doors, and I don't know how they do it, but they do.
Do they break the? Because isn't there an emergency thing where you can break the power?
Oh, you can slam it, but it takes real power to do that.
Probably that guy from the Chris Stapleton concert.
Oh, he was an idiot. Anyways,
So I think it's a good idea. I mean, all you I shouldn't say female, that's sexist, but anyone that's out there that was worried about their safety, check the child locks. If it's not working, you got a problem, and you should be on high alert at that point.
right.
All right, 10:30. Do we have Carstar winners?
I need somebody to pick a number between 1 and 6.
6. Yeah, let's do 6.
Our winner is Oscar.
Oscar.
Oscar Morales.
I hope he's still with us. Oscar's on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah, he's still on. He's commenting.
Awesome. Oscar, how does he message us? If he's on YouTube.
Just have him
Go on Facebook or email.
Or if you don't have Facebook, just email us team@grrideshareadventures.com. I know that's very, very wordy. Gabe says he's had a problem with riders not shutting the door enough. I feel like that's not a problem. People slam the shit out of my kids slam the shit out of my doors. Like, you guys, what? Did you not feel the force of the whole garage shaking when you shut the door? Oh, sorry.
I know.
Did I do that?
Sorry, guys. All right. Next up. Okay, so we actually. Oh no.
Dustin says you.
I won by default. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, no. You actually have to do the hashtag Carstar, Dustin, and you didn't.
I think he did, didn't he?
No.
So, the rideshare guy did an article. There was a Reddit AMA. Do you know what an AMA is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a Ask Me Anything.
Good job. Do you know what Reddit is?
Oh, no, what is that?
Okay.
I know what an AMA is because my son started one on his Instagram.
Oh, what?
Well,
Ask me anything.
I
Why do
bet you're
kids do
happy
that?
about
I don't
that,
know.
right?
I feel like the AMA on like kids, like on Instagram, is like, oh, I look cute. Or what is it? I might do something later. I'm feeling cute. I might go murder somebody or something like that. I don't know. It's something I'm feeling cute.
Back to the story.
I like how Jesper like keeps this going like a parent. You're right. Back to
This
it.
is from Dustin.
I am. Oh, that's what Dustin said.
No, I don't know.
Oh gosh, Jesper, you're like a freaking
The
squirrel.
rideshare guy.
No,
What?
This is
Dustin's
not from
the
Dustin.
rideshare guy.
It's the rideshare guy. Harry. Keep going. Come on.
do you have something you can throw at him?
I've got 3 pens.
Preferably not equipment. We've had enough trouble with that. So here.
I don't like you, Ben.
I think he would do it.
Don't test me, bro.
I'm not going to read this article because it's really, really long. But it talks about an AMA with a former Uber employee. And I don't know, man. Some of the stuff that he said, I don't know. And he did put a disclaimer, Harry did,
Right.
that said, hey, this could be sketch. He or she would not verify their employment. They said they didn't have anything. They had to leave everything. But I'm like, but she said,
How do you not have tax documents?
right. She says Uber confiscated all employment documentation. I mean, a W-2.
They can't take those from
No,
you.
you get them in the mail. I mean, it's the feds that do.
Yeah.
I mean, but anyways, so that's why I kind of feel that maybe it's true, but I don't know. But we'll post it on the website under. Do we have a website?
We do.
Do we have one that says news? Did you
It's coming.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying I can do.
Jason
that.
wouldn't know because he didn't see it.
What color is the homepage?
It's like a bluish and it's got like
No.
olive text.
No, it's not bluish. It's brown.
I'm colorblind, remember?
You're colorblind and deaf?
What?
Give me that pen so I can throw it back. I'm kidding. So go ahead and read the article if you're bored. It is lengthy. Basically what it boils down to is, Uber doesn't care about their drivers. And then I kind of think, yeah, no duh. I mean, if they did, we would be making more money. So it is an interesting read, though. So check it out. I'll just post in the chat. Or Jesper, do you want to post in the chat? Just since we're talking about it. But, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think Uber cares about their drivers? I know everyone's going to say, no,
they don't.
Yeah,
they only care about their drivers when a critical incident happens, and they're forced to care for their drivers.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But as a general rule of thumb, ain't nobody got time for no drivers.
Yeah. Well, they said that their customer service is a disaster. Although everything they said, I kind of know that. You know what I mean? It's not like they told me anything that was breaking news. That's why I maybe feel that it's kind of bullshit that somebody's just wanting to do it.
Clickbait, right?
I think if you're going to do an AMA, you should have to verify if it's something that critical, like a former Uber employee. If you're just Ben's son, you don't have to verify that you're Ben's son. Like, no one cares, right? But if you're an Uber employee doing an AMA, I feel like we need to see a tax return or something like that. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you for posting that. Did you post that on Facebook too, or not?
I did.
Thank
He
you.
did. He's
good boy.
But you can't click it because why would you be able to?
Right. So just like talking on the mic, why would you talk on the mic if you didn't have?
I didn't have anything important to say in that moment.
You always, anytime you speak, it's important because you're my boy.
Aww.
Okay, we're doing a video. So before we go to that, we're going to do the Lyft donates. This is going to be a sensitive topic. I don't think it's sensitive. I think, why do you give a crap what Lyft does with their money? But they donated $200,000 in ride credits for to help immigrants. Now, immigrants doesn't just mean the Mexicans that everyone's up in arms about. It means,
I'm an immigrant.
Right. I mean, it means Syrian immigrants. It means all over the world.
People who are leaving their countries for whatever reason.
For whatever reason it is. Now, I'm not going to get super political, but I do believe people should go through the right channels.
Yes.
I'm not.
Oh, sure.
I'm not for them jumping the wall.
There are policies and procedures in place.
Do I feel like it could go quicker and we can speed this up and it's a bunch of red tape? It's a disaster with that. I totally agree. So this video just kind of talks about them donating ride credits. Good on them. But the comments on the Twitter post, oh my gosh, people were not happy. So
company Lyft will now pay for the rides of migrants seeking asylum. The company just announced thousands of dollars in donations to immigration groups that help on both sides of the border. 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo spoke to both riders and drivers who are divided about news of this donation. Laura.
And Brian, the donation was announced ahead of the 4th of July on purpose. Lyft's campaign is called America is an Idea, not a Geography.
It's a game changer for us. It really is.
A game changer for Mark Lane and his organization, the Minority Humanitarian Foundation out of Spring Valley.
On their own, without soliciting them, it speaks a lot for how they're behaving, socially in our country.
He's talking about Lyft. On Monday, the rideshare company announced a $200,000 donation to support immigration groups across the country, also releasing a series of films showing the work of these organizations.
If Lyft gives a ride to a migrant who needs that help, that doesn't affect anybody else at all. There's no effect in their life.
The Minority Humanitarian Foundation received roughly $32,000 worth of ride credits.
These are human beings, and they're here.
Lane and his volunteers can use those credits for the migrants they help.
One had family in Santa Ana, so we just put them in a Lyft and sent them all the way to Santa Ana, so they went straight to their family.
Dozens of Lyft drivers we spoke to had no problem taking migrants to their final destination.
Not even if it paid less, but since it pays the same, I think at that point you're just kind of being a jerk if you're not taking the ride. I mean, you're getting paid the same.
But some users felt Lyft shouldn't get involved in government issues.
They should stay out of the business of immigration. I think the business of immigration is best dealt with by the state and best dealt with by the federal government.
Now, the company's donation will not cost riders or users or drivers a dime. It is all donation-based. Lyft is also matching any donations for the entire month of July. Reporting live from the airport, Laura Acevedo, 10 News.
So yeah, Emily says, I bet all their money came from them cutting out their damn customer service number. Yeah, I mean, who cares what they spend their money on? That's their business.
Right.
I mean, here's a completely weird thing. If they donate $200,000, do they have to, since they're public now, do they have to ask their investors on, like, how does that work? Or they can, I mean, I'm just curious.
No, they don't have to ask. They can do whatever.
I mean,
they
I
want.
feel like a private company, you can do whatever you want, but don't you have to answer for purchases and, like, I don't know.
No, not unless you have the majority owner.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
makes-
I was just curious. I don't really know.
But they still have the public, in the public image to kind of take care of, because people can just sell those shares.
So
But-
Andy brings up, who's been on here before and is great. He says the continued problem with this, you don't know who is in your car, and if something happens, tracking that individual becomes harder. So basically what I think he's saying, because like the organization orders the ride,
Right.
and so it's not that, that person that's in your car's name.
Right.
But what about, Andy, what about all the riders that order, or the people that order rides for other people? Do you take those? I mean, we all do. I'm not super comfortable with it, but
What about when the insurance companies are paying for the ride, health insurance paying for the rides, that stuff?
yeah,
I mean, that happens today,
right.
even in our market. So
When you get somebody that is not the rider, someone else ordered it, do you always still confirm the name of the person that or
oh, sure.
Oh yeah, I guess you would anyways. So
I mean, I think the worst situation I've had to come to mind was I ended up actually calling the person who ordered it, and
you call them every time?
no, not all the time, but sometimes I do, and this time he was paying for somebody else to go home and change and come right back to the bar.
Yeah,
I called and talked to him, and yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I've called a couple times too, but they've been for hookers, so it's a little awkward. Andy says, think more of the issue versus the money people have issues with. I mean, not on Twitter, Andy. I'm telling you, I can share that link from Twitter, but people were it was all political. People were like, what about our vets? And I agree, but you're a business. You can choose to spend.
But that's what he means, though. It's the issue. It's not the people. It's not the money. It's
oh yeah. Okay, you're right. I read that wrong.
Right. So it's the donating to illegal immigrants. Why not donate to the vets and all that stuff?
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I'm so pro business. I'm like, they can do whatever the hell they want with their money. That's their business.
They can. And I think and I'm not getting into any of this. Right.
We said we weren't going to get into it.
Other than I mean, there is. If you look, there is help to get.
What do you mean?
For VA and for for seniors. No, I mean here in our market, we have an excellent organization called Senior Neighbors, who gets a lot of funding every year from the Area Agency of West Michigan.
I don't like Senior Neighbors.
Oh, do whatever you want.
That's another story, though.
But
is that for threadspodcast.com?
They get a lot of federal funds.
Yeah.
And that actually goes to Go Bus tickets or that kind of stuff. That's going to help enable seniors for transportation needs. So there is help to get. And I'm not getting into that. I'm not saying that I'm pro or con or whatever for this, but there is already help to get.
Joe, stop writing in caps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. And again, we say we're not getting into it. We don't treat our veterans good enough.
Oh, no, I agree with that.
On a completely side note, I'm not a veteran, but I super support them, and
they don't get the treatment they deserve.
They don't, and I don't know why, but it pisses me off. So, anyways, Sarah, I have one question for you, and then we'll move on. Why are you mad that not Sarah? My bad, Emily. Why are you mad that the number is taken away? How often are you calling that number? I've never had to call Lyft support number, so I'm just curious why you're so upset that number got taken away. Just curious. Man, it's hard to keep up with the Joe's like, sorry.
Andy has a great point again. And again, let's not get any deeper into it, but yes.
What is this point?
And just the point is that a U.S. company donating to this issue is seen as bad precedence.
But are they donating to illegal immigrants? Or are they donating to immigration businesses that are helping people get through the process? We don't know if it's illegal immigrants. I mean, how do you know if it's not somebody that's, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't imagine Lyft would be okay with donating money to somebody that's actively helping people cross the border illegally.
Right. I mean, I don't know.
But why don't they just take Lyft rides across the border? It's a joke.
I don't think that's possible, Ben.
I was hoping you stared at him longer. I was hoping you got my drift.
Wow. I guess that was payback for Japan.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to.
Did I totally derail you?
No, I was trying to catch up. I was going to see if Emily commented, but I didn't see her. So, Andy, see, true point. We'd have to dig into the organization. Sam says my face. Yay, Alex. Yes, they do. If you go up in the description of this post, it has Spotify, Podbean, or
right.
What else? Or iTunes to download the audio podcast.
And on GRRideshareAdventures.com, there is links to all the podcasts.
Yep. On our website, but all right.
She wrote back.
She wrote back. I know we're getting distracted. Oh, dang it.
He said, sorry, it took me a minute.
Need to get a hold of them because something was wrong with my account. I couldn't log in. They told me ready to go.
I had the same issue, Emily. There's something wrong with my account. They won't let me log on.
Yeah,
to
you've had like a year and a half issue.
2 years.
I know. They need to get a help in Grand Rapids.
I know. They won't get.
I don't know what's going on. So
something about my driver's record. I don't
know.
All right. Thanks, Emily. Emily, right? I kept saying Sarah.
She is from the same market as
Larry.
Larry,
yeah.
They're super fans.
So check this out. This is the Dustin video I was talking about. I hope this doesn't come to our airport. That burp was loud. I think people heard that one. Sorry about that if you did. I hope this doesn't come to our airport, but this is kind of going back to the story that they were manipulating the surge in, what was it, Washington, D.C., somewhere around there?
The duels, maybe?
Yeah, but Dustin will kind of talk about if you like YouTube videos, Dustin's great. He's funny. He does a good job. He doesn't bullshit like us for 90 minutes. He just gets to the point. So check him out.
Is that what we're doing here?
No, you know what we're doing.
All right.
We're having fun.
Sometimes. Here comes the video.
What's going on, all my new, current, and future rideshare drivers and passengers out there? Welcome back to the channel. I thought we were independent contractors. I guess we really aren't. Now Uber is telling drivers at the airports that you are no longer allowed to log off whenever you want. Did I suddenly become an employee and didn't know about it? Because this is crazy right there. That was the whole point of everybody signing up for Uber, is the freedom to log on and off as we please. Remember those commercials? Make money, relax, make money, relax. Well, I guess you can't relax at the airport anymore. So everybody take a look at this right here and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's crazy, right? That's messed up. So I guess this whole surge club that went down at this airport is exactly why this is coming to effect now. It says airport requirements include being online at all times. As a reminder, the Metropolitan Washington Airport Authority, MWAA, requires driver partners seeking trips through the Uber app to keep their Uber app open and online at all times while entering and while waiting for trip requests at Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport and Dulles International Airport. This includes any time parked in the airport waiting lots. Here's the kicker. Logging off the app in violation of airport regulations may cause you to lose access to trip requests at the airport. In addition, the surge amounts on your map will not update for a period of time if you log off at the airport, which may affect your ability to earn more on these trips. So all those little bastards that did the surge club, guess what? You just screwed it up for everybody. Now, this is exactly why you can no longer log on and off. But doesn't that kind of go against their whole TOS, too, at the same time? The simple fact of, we're supposed to be independent contractors. You don't tell us what to do. But that goes to show how much of an employee we really are. But all right, guys, I just want everybody to know this. So if you're at the airport, don't log off. Otherwise, you ain't going to be able to get trips and you ain't going to get no surge. Oh, this is so messed up. So messed up. And I don't understand how they can get away with this. Thankfully, I never recommend people sit there and wait at the airport anyways, because you could be sitting there for hours before you get a trip. But all right, everyone, check the description below for extra information and tips. You keep doing your thing. Use common sense. Get your money somehow. I guess not by going offline at the airport anymore. And until next time, Uber on or don't. Peace out.
Yeah, again, that's Dustin.
Yep.
Gosh, Dustin is driving on YouTube. I forgot his name there for a second. And he said, I agree with their policy, and the drivers did it to themselves. They did do it to themselves. Idiots. Punishing the excuse me. Punishing the passengers for Uber cutting fares was ridiculous. That's what happens when you talk about Fight Club.
Right. Well, but here in our market, in Grand Rapids market, we have several people who simply are not able to get into the queue anymore.
Yeah, we've heard, we've heard that from people that say that if you deny too many trips at the airport or trips outside the airport, that they're deactivating you from the airport.
Right.
I don't know anyone personally, but we've heard that that's happening. So they're cracking down on that stuff. Mm-hmm. Although it's not too hard in the summer, you don't get a lot of trips outside the airport right now because of just how slow it is with summertime. But come wintertime, you get a lot of requests outside the airport. So we'll have to see how that plays out. What do you think about that? It violates, Dustin said it violates their terms of service. Do they, I mean, they can change them at any time, right? So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. But, gosh, I hope that doesn't come here. That sucks.
Right. Well, but, I mean, yeah. For me, it's still, I go by the same rules, right? I don't drive for anybody who is over, 12 minutes now, and I don't care.
You do 12 minutes?
I think it's
for XL or for X too?
XL, generally, I'll do anyone.
Really?
I don't do over 15, but
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't do 8 for X, anything over 8, and anything over 12 for XL.
Oh, well.
And I've been so fussy lately with my stupid seats. I kind of deny XLs unless I'm literally right in front of where they are.
I mean, in the winter nights, I do XL only from 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I mean, at least that's what I have been. So maybe that'll change.
Yeah. I don't know. It's stupid for those guys to do that. As soon as I saw that video, I'm like, why are you going to the new? You literally shot yourself in the foot. No, not literally. That's the wrong use of the word literally, because they didn't shoot themselves in the foot. But you shot yourself in the foot. I mean, why would you go to the news and say, hey, we're manipulating the surge. Interview me, please. I mean, it was the stupidest thing ever. As soon as I saw them, I'm like, you guys are done.
Right.
It did not take them long to come out with that either. So I kind of feel like it's good on Uber to that they did that. I think F those guys for doing that. I mean, you're idiots. You ruined it for everyone else.
Right.
Just like Andy said, you don't talk about Fight Club.
No.
That's the first rule of Fight Club. We don't talk about Fight Club.
Right.
Dumbasses. All right, where are we at? Okay, so
Dustin missed it.
Oh, Dustin! Damn it!
Are we going to talk about the stolen car?
The stolen car? Yeah, we are, but we're not there yet.
Oh, we're not there yet?
No, we're at the report of robbery.
Okay, so
this is so fake.
Okay, Ben. I don't know. Ben's younger than me. He's a millennial, so I think it's real, but
y'all tell us what you think. Okay. I don't think this is real at all.
On the screen.
Seriously?
Well, it's tough to see for me.
Why would they have a form for reporting a robbery?
No, I feel that's legit.
You would call.
What's the number?
Which
Sarah / Amy or whatever her name is.
Which belongings were stolen? Dang.
Emily, I was close. So I found this online. I'm sure people have much better Photoshop skills than I do, but they were basically, you know what though? Online there was a conversation with Uber support. Was that Photoshop too? That he was complaining to them like, you guys need to really proofread this stuff.
Does someone Ned's medical assistant? What the hell is this?
They spelled which wrong. Actually, it's only 2 errors, so it might because the rest was any weapon used. Did the robbery happen? Happened.
Why would Uber be asking these questions in the first place? This is police work.
Yeah, but
it's totally fake.
You think so?
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
All right, I need opinion.
But
look at side note. Larry just helped Emily, and gave her the number, and it works. Awesome. Good job, Larry. Good job. Good night, Andy. Have a good one. Yeah, the next stream might be a little better. Oh my gosh, the beginning was a disaster. So who thinks this picture is real or fake? Real or fake? Oh, Dustin.
I'll put it back up again.
Put it back up. They use my video against them. Dustin, that's funny. Is this fake or real? Real or fake? Dustin says fake. I don't know.
It's totally fake.
I hate you guys.
It's so fake. So fake.
All right. Well, apparently I'm old. So, all right. We're going to jump into tip time. Since these guys, I never asked them for a tip. I created it. And I've seen this a couple of articles. When the weather is hot outside, please use your air conditioner in the car.
Unless you want to smell your passenger's BO or you have a BO you want to share with them.
Yeah. I mean,
again, don't push.
So
hashtag don't push.
We always say this is sponsored by Van True. They're not truly our sponsor, but we want them to be a sponsor.
Thank you, Emily. Yes, it's fake due to spelling. Sorry, go on.
It's fake due to spelling?
Yep.
I don't think that's why it's fake. So the Van True Pro is the best camera out there for rideshare driving.
Hands down.
In our opinion. I think it is. I think anyone that says, what dash cam should I get? It's always
Van True.
But basically, I want to talk about air conditioning. You guys, it's hot as shit out. Why are you not using air conditioning? I've seen people complaining, like I was in a Lyft today and they didn't have the air on. I'm like, you're not saving that much gas. I mean, why would you want to be uncomfortable?
Yeah.
I mean, I won't lie. If I go to the airport and I'm just sitting there, I will turn my car off, even if it's hot out. But I'm by myself, so what are you laughing at?
Dustin says he has a Nigerian prince who wants to give him money.
Dustin, damn it.
Yes.
Go to New Jersey, Dustin.
It's as real as prom chicks.
I just was reading that too.
No more Kool-Aid for him.
Wanting to meet him. Okay, we need to get Dustin on the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we can get Skype to
get
work.
it working.
Oh, that was a disaster. I feel so bad. All right, we'll jump into Facebook. I need to rename this. What should we name this? It's not Facebook questions because there's some posts and stuff like that.
Why is it we recommend dash cams?
What wolf? I don't know.
Kinda
For the
left
next
that
3
one out
posts
there.
that I'm going to talk about. Yeah, I mean, obviously we recommend them because sometimes shit happens.
Right.
Sometimes shit literally happens.
Yep.
And you need to have a dash cam.
Always have it.
Yep.
Protect yourself.
Yep.
And again, dash cam. The one we recommend is the ones that both have inside the cabin and outside the cabin.
Yeah. Yeah. I use a black view, and I'm just not as happy with it as the Van True. I feel like the infrared in the Van True is way better.
Right.
Lights up a little bit more. So, yeah, I'm not going to add extra lighting in the back to get my camera to work. It should give me enough light from the get-go. So, all right, Facebook posts. Facebook shenanigans. Well, I like shenanigans.
Oh, I like that from Emily. So you have waterproof seat covers. I take them off and clean them regularly. People are gross. I like that.
Talking to the mic.
I couldn't. I was reading.
Yeah, we'll read it on the live stream. Dumbass. Okay, Facebook question. This is a local question, but gosh, who was I talking to? Dallas. He was like, yeah, I hear you guys talking about the Bob. Like, he remembered us talking about the Bob. He's like, is that a big bar by you guys? I'm like, yeah. It says, are the police still writing tickets for waiting on Monroe in front of the Bob and driving again recently and see drivers there all the time? I don't know for a fact. I kind of avoid the Bob like the plague, unless it's on Tony Monroe side. But have you guys recently seen police down there writing tickets?
No, but it's been slow last couple of weekends. But, you know, they do. I mean, on and off. they do it. So it's just the reality is there is no loading zone in front of it. They can do whatever they want. So
Well, there is a loading zone.
It's on the
Well,
opposite
yeah, but it's
side.
tiny.
It's not on Monroe.
No, there is one on Monroe too.
There's a tiny loading zone on Monroe.
Yep.
But
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's actually on Monroe. I think you have to pull into that drive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The one on Ottawa is actually on the road where it's loading.
Correct.
zone.
Yes. Yes. There's a tiny driveway on Monroe. That's what I meant.
Yeah. I know my night is complete when I see someone parking or picking up passengers, and I rail my horn right past them. When I do that, that's my favorite thing because I'm like, "What are you doing?" I don't yell that out, but
I just like honking my horn in general.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was driving on the freeway last night and just decided to lay on my horn for a second.
I'll honk your horn.
We had to go there. Okay.
That one got bad. That one killed them. All right. So next up, okay. So let's be nice. Okay. Let's be nice.
Well, we just happy nothing happened, right?
No, seriously. So the next one says, no joke, I just had my car stolen when picking up an Uber Eats. Thanks to OnStar, they found it heading there now with the cops. Okay. So this gal has the worst luck. I do feel bad.
Right. Yep.
The problem is...
You left your keys in there. You left your car running.
Samantha goes, let's not be nice.
Sam.
We have to be nice, Sam. Come on.
Sam. I'm going to take the top fan badge off if you say something snotty.
I don't think she cares about labels.
Okay, so I have run into stores with my car on. I have done that in the past. So I don't know. I can't get after her too much. I've done it in the past too. I mean, not very often, and it's dumb to do it because this happens, but I just feel she has the worst luck.
Right.
She does. I don't know what it is, but she has the worst luck. So, just a tip, don't leave your car running.
Right.
That's our tip time.
Yeah. You know what, though? They stole the baby seats out of that thing. Like the car seats.
Because they're valuable.
I know. What a bunch of douches.
They can flip those easy on Facebook.
Yeah, you're right. They probably can.
Sell
You know what's
them
great that she had OnStar? I would love to see a dash cam video of someone driving, and then because OnStar just shuts the car off. They wait till it pulls like onto a side street, and they just shut it off. So
Yep.
they're probably like, well, the car's not running, so we're just going to take the car seats.
So Greg, he brings up keyless entry, lock the door. And true.
What do you mean, keyless entry?
Just have the panel. If you have a car with a panel.
Oh, not very many cars have that panel.
Well,
it's a Ford thing, but I think they took her wallet too. That's one thing I always have in my pocket.
Oh yeah.
Even when I'm driving, it's not in my butt pocket, but in my side pocket.
Yep.
But I feel bad for her. I mean, I know I don't even know no one's commenting. I'm the only one commenting about everyone's just
no,
like
on Facebook there's several people commenting.
No. I'm saying, yeah, like Chris says, when I deliver pizza, I leave the car running. Yeah, but you're not, Chris. You're not going inside the home. And when I deliver Grubhub, I leave the car running too. But I'm not. The car's not leaving my site. Not that anyone could walk up to it.
Right.
But although, where did she say she was delivering one? Picking up an Uber Eats. So
up.
she was at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Wasn't it McDonald's?
It's really loud when you slam that pen on the table. Just so you know.
Should I throw another one at him?
No, don't.
Oh. Can I throw it at you?
No. He was starting, don't. You're going to hit me, and then I'm going to throw this pee bottle at you. Earlier, he started clicking, and I'm like, all right, I'm giving him one more click, and if he does it, I'm going to ask him to put it down. So, all right, next one. This is a pretty common question, and then we're going to wrap this B up. So if your rider puts in 2 stops and you get to the first stop, they go in. How long do you guys wait? I've been waiting for almost 10 minutes. I think of ending the ride now. I always tell people, unless you get a feeling that they're going to be in there for a while, I always say, hey, I can wait 5 minutes. 5 minutes is my limit. I feel like 5 minutes is when you arrive on the scene. When you arrive to pick somebody up, that's the general rule. So I tell them 5 minutes.
Unless they promise you a sandwich and sushi.
yeah, then you're gonna wait longer.
So, and about that, listen to last podcast. You get the story about the sandwich and the sushi.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. One thing I want to say about the 2 stops is when you get to your first stop, go ahead and say that they're ready to go right away, because I haven't proved it myself, but people say you do not get paid from the wait time when they get to their first stop till when you go, which is kind of dumb, but maybe I can't prove it otherwise. But so what I always do is, like, they're going to go to 7-Eleven and then they're going to go home. Get to 7-Eleven, you hit arrive at first stop, and then it says, are they ready to go yet or whatever?
Yep.
And I always say they're ready to go even though they're still inside.
Yep.
And then if they go over 5 minutes, just end the ride. Don't cancel, just end it, and you'll get paid for your time and the drive there. So.
Correct. Yep.
Wow.
We got through it. That
Emily,
was
I keep
quite
my
the night.
I know. It did turn out better, but I keep my wallet at my driver's side, confirm stop. I have a button, Jason. I just need my keys in my pocket. Oh, she's got a newer car where the fob.
Right.
Okay. I have a 2010 Sam, so sorry about your luck. I don't even have freaking Bluetooth in my car, so.
Get a Verizon Hum. You need a Bluetooth.
And you call yourself bougie.
I know. Well, my car was expensive enough. Gabe, I don't care about your 25-minute ride. So. I always tease Gabe. He's my buddy. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I apologize again to Steve. I'm going to try to work through it. I'm slightly embarrassed that I couldn't get that. And it's tough. You know, you guys know our struggle. That's why, hey, sign up for the Patreon. That will make me really happy. Can we get one Patreon subscriber tonight? Just one? Anyone?
Since we didn't put the link anywhere. In
Yeah, it is. It's in the description.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's under, right? I'm looking at it. It's patreon.com/grrideshare.
Not in the YouTube one.
Oh, no, not in the YouTube one. I haven't set that one up yet.
You can't have people these days.
Are you putting it in YouTube?
I am.
All right. So, yeah, we appreciate it if you could sign up for the Patreon. Maybe we'll have better tech next time. And honestly, I can't blame anyone. I can only blame myself that I didn't check the Skype before. But Steve and I had a great conversation last night on Skype for an hour. The Skype worked fine. It's just integrating it into the system didn't work very well. But, yeah, we had a great conversation last night. He's got over almost 20,000 rides.
Dang.
And if you want a lot of news for his site, go to, what is it? UberLiftDrivers.com. He actually owns that site, and it's got all kinds of news on it. He writes some articles and stuff like that. So it's in the description, too. So at least on Facebook. Apparently, I screwed the pooch on Uber. Can we get one Patreon tonight? Come on, guys.
Emily's asking what it is, so I say we close this out by showing our video.
Is it still on XSplit?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys, we're going to play the Patreon video for Emily and whoever else may not have seen it. After the video, we'll be gone. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Good night.
See you guys.
Hey guys, welcome to the GR Rideshare Adventures podcast. Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this update. Every 2 weeks, you get to tune in and take part in the live stream of the GR Rideshare Adventures podcast. We bring you hand-picked news stories about rideshare drivers and industry updates. We chat about our rideshare adventures. We dedicate time each episode to answer your questions. We also take time to share best practices, tips, and tricks to help you make the most out of your rideshare driving experience.
Our whole goal as an organization is to inform and entertain. We strive to provide infotainment that has value and means something to other rideshare drivers.
We strive to provide a sense of community through our social media presence as well as through the Telegram messaging app. It can get lonely out there on the road. GR Rideshare Adventures is committed to changing that by offering you opportunities to connect.
As we are becoming a source of community for rideshare drivers, we would love it if you would come alongside us financially to help make our mission possible. As we see our audience grow, we are also seeing an increase in our expenses.
If all of this is worth something to you, would you please consider becoming a patron and supporting GR Rideshare Adventures? Can you spare a couple rides per month of your earnings? It would help us with our ongoing expenses.
Thank you for being our fan, and thank you for considering how you can help us continue to do what we do.